Recently we had a full council meeting. There were a couple of noteworthy issues. One of the questions that I asked was how many people here in St Helier had asked for a totem pole in their neighbourhood. We've been told in recent meetings by Lib Dem councillors that it was a popular local decision made with full consultation with the residents here. Now we've contacted 4,000 people within a square mile of this area, and we've yet to find a single person that was asked if they wanted totem poles, let alone agreed to it. Despite this, and without any evidence, it was confirmed at the local council meeting that it was a decision that was made with residents without any objections whatsoever. In a final act of political correct desperation, we were asked whether we should be calling them totem poles at all, for fear of offending the indigenous population that sculptures such things. Now, you can call me naive if you want, but for a council that fails to seek the opinion of a single St Helier resident, I can't really imagine that native North American Indians of Arizona and such like are going to be worried about such trivialities. The fact remains, £23,000 was spent on 2 totem poles in the most deprived ward in the borough, next to a hospital that's in danger of closure because of extreme financial pressure, and it's a monument to waste. Both parties let off a little steam at the expense of Ken Livingstone, condemning his scaremongering when he says that everybody apart from him wants to scrap the Freedom Pass. That's the pass that allows the over 60s and the disabled to travel in and around London for free. In reality, the borough councils, including Sutton, pay for this scheme, and Ken Livingstone sets the price. So therefore he has this over a barrel when he's increasing fares at well over the rate of inflation. He can set the price at whatever he wants. We actually want national government to be the final arbiter in case of a dispute. Peter Wallace made the speech of the evening when he made an impassioned statement saying that keeping the Freedom Pass was just quite simply the right thing to do. Finally we came to the sensitive subject of councillor allowances. Now personally I'm in favour of a sensible recompense for councillors. They have to work with their constituents and on behalf of them each and every day. They often have to give up earnings or job opportunities, and they've got to be on call all the time. But this has got to be taken into context with the financial pressures that the council comes under and the taxpayers that we represent. Now we were astonished as a group to see the proposal that allowed the 2 deputies of the council to be paid a retrospective payment of nearly £6,000 each to cover the last 12 months. There are pensioners that have to choose which meal to miss in order to pay for their inflation-busting council tax. £5 million worth of cuts in council services, meaning the voluntary organisations are being affected. There's no way that I could sit in front of them and tell them that I wanted a cheque for nearly £6,000 because I was worth it. The result of the evening? Well, despite the fact that 5 Lib Dems didn't turn up for the meeting and 1 left just before the item was debated, the cash was voted through. Those voting by the majority party included the 2 deputy leaders that are receiving the money.